The Digimon Ghost Game team faced one of their hardest and most existential decisions in episode 37 of the new Digimon anime, a decision to end the life of an enemy Digimon that was way beyond reform. It even took the tag team power of all three new Ultimate Digimon, making this the first time in Ghost Game that we've seen all three of Gamamon, Angoramon, and Jellymon's ultimates share the screen together. There hasn't been too much overarching plot in Ghost Game, but the one theme you can't deny is the kids wrestling with what to do about Digimon who can't be persuaded to just turn back into good guys, and so episode 37 tackled this head on in a really satisfying way. And 36, which we didn't talk about last week because Digimon Survive dropped and I wanted to cover that, was this great 80s horror feeling episode that also included a monster best known from Digimon Frontier, fitting since it's that show's 20th anniversary. 36 introduced a few more kids just so it could slowly pick them off one by one, again like it was an 80s slasher movie. We're going to talk about both episodes in this video and I'll share my thoughts, of course. Welcome back to the Digino, or if it's your first time, welcome. I don't ask for subscribers too often, but it is my birthday next week and all I want for my birthday is for you to subscribe to the channel. So if you're not subscribed but you've watched at least 2 of my videos, please hit subscribe just to do me that favor and help us reach 30k by the end of this year. Before we get into the episodes, I do need to let you know about a contest my friends at Zenin TCG are running. They're giving away 3 copies of Digimon Survive, and they've sponsored this video to explain how the contest will work. Zenin TCG is, in my mind, the best site for Digimon merch on the entire World Wide Web. They stock vital bracelets, the Digimon trading card game, virtual pets, figures, even items that are exclusive to Premium Bandai. Maybe you can't get them because of which country you're in. Zenin TCG will get them and even ship them to you. They're now taking pre-orders for the Vital Bracelet B Digimon 25th Anniversary Edition. That watch, which is very bricky with a kind of pixel art as a reference to the original Digimon virtual pets from the late 90s. They're also going to have the white and black Vital Bracelet B and other new dim cards as soon as they're available, and get this, all throughout August they're running a store-wide discount of 8% off your order on Vital Bracelet B items using the code ZENINB. So that's the 25th Anniversary Edition, the Standard B, the B Dim Plus, or the Gamamon B. The offer does end on August 31st, but as for the contest, they're also running a Digimon Survive giveaway for 3 lucky winners from now until the 12th of August. So if you purchase/pre-order any of the VBB versions from Zenin TCG, you'll be automatically entered for a chance to win the game, which I'm personally loving so far. Again, winners will be chosen on August 12th. Good luck to all. Make sure to take advantage of that discount before August 31st and before August 12th if you want to be entered in the Survive contest. Links and more will be in the description of this video, and thanks for sponsoring the video, Zenin TCG. Episode 36, Labyrinth of Grief. There's a rumor going around about buildings disappearing on an urban legend website. Hiro and the gang go to investigate a certain cave with people from the forums. As they go deeper into the cave, terrible things start to happen. Yeah, so lately buildings are straight up sinking in the city as a result of cave-ins, and so our intrepid trio of teenagers takes it upon themselves to investigate the caves beneath town to see what's up. Some weirdo filming a vlog appears and is claiming the sinking buildings are mass hallucinations and that people would be making a way bigger deal of it if buildings were actually disappearing. He's kind of got a good point about the carefree reaction to such monumental news, though that's kind of a reoccurring theme in Ghost Game. Bizarre, life-changing events occurring and nobody really caring. The vlogger is one of several other mystery hunters from the online forums that we're always hearing about, so it's kind of cool to actually meet some of these characters and citizens of Japan who are also hunting paranormal activity online. The 2 girls are especially well designed and feel too unique to be trapped in only a single episode, though it looks like they're only here for episode 36. The team are pretty much immediately victims of a cave-in, which feels karmic for a group of civilians taking on a cave exploration with no prior training. Like, what else do they think was going to happen? It's pretty entertaining to watch the newly formed team of mystery hunters get picked off one by one like it's an 80s slasher film. Nico-chan with the pendant and the face mask and some kind of connection to the spiritual/digital auras in the area is the best. She's my favorite, and it was kind of sad to see her and the other girl go. I wish, again, they could have been reoccurring Ghost Game characters. Kiyoshiro and Ruli are both ripped apart from their team. Jinba and Gormon is taken with Ruli, though the attacker did not get Tesla Jellymon when it got Kiyoshiro. So Hiro, Battle Gamamon, and Tesla Jellymon dig deeper and find this luminous moss underground, this odd crystal cave that's petrified humans like it's a Pompeii. Kiyoshiro is petrified in front of our eyes by Gigasmon, while Ruli and Jinba and Gormon and hundreds of other civilians are already turned to stone. Gigasmon, of course, who is known from Digimon Frontier, monologues. When I think about humans who can't turn into Digitama, I'll make an offering of all of you like I did with them. So it's almost less of a Pompeii thing and more like mummification, as with episode 2 of Ghost Game with Mummymon thinking he was being helpful. The animation in the Canoweissmon versus Gigasmon fight is unbelievably nice. We also get a confirmation of the time limit thing on the ultimate evolution, at least for Canoweissmon. It's still unclear if the other ultimates have anything like this timer. Are all the ultimates limited with the current vital bracelet, or does Kano's limit have something to do with the unresolved tension with Gamamon. We don't know yet. When the fighting stops, Gigasmon once again says he was trying to help, that he's been making graves because you humans will all perish in the not so distant future. Ego, global warming. He's been making clay funerary figures so that all of the other humans who would one day be buried here would not be lonely. At this point, the cave is crumbling and Gigasmon is asked to help, but is having a little bit of an existential crisis, saying, why bother, we're all gonna die one day anyways. Hero, Gamamon, and Tesla Jellymon fight to live, and Gigasmon is inspired to hope and believe again, and so he joins them in preventing the cave-in. A pretty cool episode in terms of overall story. The only big takeaway is the reconfirmation that there is some time limit component to Hiro and Gamamon's ultimate. It's not yet been proven to be a thing for Jellymon and Angoramon's ultimates, however, so we don't know the cause per se. I did like seeing this new take on Gigasmon, a Digimon best known from Frontier, since it's that show's 20th anniversary, and I was into the very teen horror nature of a group of kids slowly being picked off one by one as a monster hunts them. I thought at least two of those new characters had amazing designs and personalities, and again, I'd like to see them back, though I'm doubtful we will. I guess the other theme that kind of carries between both of these episodes is the Digitama theme, the 36 kind of reminding us of Digi-Eggs before episode 37 had a lot to do and a lot to say about Digitama and reincarnation. So in episode 37, Hiro and Ruli visit Kiyoshiro at his new job site where they hear about the rumors of pets and livestock disappearing around the area. It turns out this area is haunted by zombies. At the start of the episode, Ruli and Hiro are stuck at a bus stop in the middle of nowhere. Angoramon gives his partner a lift and Hiro and Gamamon are left behind waiting for a bus that is nowhere to be seen. Seeing them kind of stranded in the countryside gave me very Hurricane Touchdown Digimon movie vibes with Willis and Terriermon, and I liked the visuals a lot. By far the most disturbing part of the episode visually are these boars being attacked by the zombie people. The zombie wildlife that we later see marching towards the Digimon of the week are way creepier than the human zombies in my opinion. The way they're infected and it goes through like their nose and their mouth is really gross. Hiro and the others follow the animals through the woods, are attacked by a few of the human zombies until some kind of creature, who we later learn is RareRaremon to be specific, seemingly calls off the attack. Jinba Angoramon deduces that RareRaremon must be using parts of its body to control the zombies. It then also suggests that the Digimon is eating the zombies itself to keep itself alive, which means it's eating humans and wildlife. The team believes RareRaremon has lost all thought and reason, that it's just a living corpse at this point, and basically the only real zombie here is RareRaremon. They have a surprising decision, at least for me watching the episode and thinking maybe nothing was going to happen this week. They decide the only thing they can do at this stage in the game is to end RareRaremon's life and return it to a Digitama Digi-Egg. Hiro flashes back to Bokomon's death, to Digitamamon's death, really dark moments for the show, before Gamamon ultimately is the one to tell Hiro that he believes ending RareRaremon's life is the right thing to do, which was a great bit of character growth for Gamamon, honestly. The team works together by unleashing all of the ultimate Digimon at once for the very first time. Thetismon clears the poison around RareRaremon. Lamortmon goes on this attacking blitz, causing RareRaremon to open its mouth, kind of screaming in pain, at which point Canoweissmon fires an explosion directly into the monster's mouth. When all is said and done, we don't actually get visible confirmation that RareRaremon was reincarnated as a Digitama, which I kind of like. It isn't just this truly happy ending. There's some ambiguity. We have to hope that it worked and that somewhere out there a RareRaremon Digitama was spawned. Gamamon also asks Hiro to reaffirm that RareRaremon went on a journey just now, which is a nice way to talk about death. I believe this is how Hiro first described what happened to Bokomon to Gamamon all those weeks ago when he didn't understand the concept of death. He might have said it one other time, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was just said in episode 13. So I think this episode had a decently strong start, a slow middle for me at least. Like things like the magical donuts that Kiyoshiro absolutely needed that went stale felt fairly random from my point of view. It was weird to introduce a character quirk like that out of nowhere 37 weeks into knowing these characters. But then the final act was really elevated when the team came to the conclusion that they would in fact need to end RareRaremon's life for the sake of everybody in town and for the sake of RareRaremon itself, who was likely suffering and in great pain. Yeah, there hasn't been much story in Ghost Game, but two clear journeys we've seen the characters go on is one, wrestling with the death of Digimon, and two, figuring out how to deal with enemy Digimon that can't be easily converted back into good guys after the 22-minute episode runtime. In this one episode, the team confronted both of those themes, and it was a great moment seeing Gamamon, of all characters, be the one to metaphorically put his hand on Hiro's shoulder to calm his partner's nerves and say, no, this is hard, but this is the right thing we have to do right now. And of course, having all three ultimates on screen together for the first time was an absolute treat, and I enjoy the breakdown of their strategy strategy as I described above. It wasn't just a punch fest, everybody brought their best to the table. 2 solid Ghost Game episodes for the show's late 30s episode era with episode 36 and 37. Tell me what you thought of these ones. I skipped the review last week to cover the newly released Digimon Survive, which I hope you all had a chance to check out. I'm on chapter 7 now and I'm still really enjoying this game. I'll probably release at least one other video on Survive when I finish the game, so let me know in the comments what you'd prefer. Should I do something like a traditional review, or maybe more of like a casual spoiler cast kind of thing, maybe with a guest, or some kind of list like me ranking the human characters or ranking my favorite evolutions? I'm still trying to figure out how to talk about Digimon Survive, a game that I'm really loving. Thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe if you haven't already, because once again, it is my birthday month. Don't forget about that Zen and TCG contest to win your own copy of Digimon Survive. Details are in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video.